Okay, good morning, guys. What a fun market, right? What a fun market. SPX huge drop. We're trading at this support zone right now, roughly at 37.50. Obviously, not a good look. And at MSL, I think we mainly have downside exposure, so congrats, right? And yes, I'm happy, obviously, because I'm gonna get paid. But let's go over the levels. So our flip level now has become 38.60. Personally, I did not really want this big drop today. I wanted it to hold the drop into CPI like at the open, give us a little run, and then I wanted to short it. But now with this huge gap down, it's gonna get harder to short because premiums will be huge on puts. All right, but anyways, 38.60 is the main level, which is a flip, right? Another name volatility trigger for this, and then obviously 3800 we had before. It was strong support, now it's resistance because we're down pre-market unless something changes by 9:30. And then we have 3750 obviously, and 3700 is strong. All right, 3700 is going to be a huge strong support level. Initially we will bounce. I think if we do test it, that's if we test it, we get there, and then we see what happens at 3700. All right, and but if you're in puts, I will be taking some profits in the morning. I will scale some out, and then let's see what happens, right? And CPI obviously came in at 9.1, a little higher, and 75 points is pretty much guaranteed, and now 100 is also very likely. All right, so let's see what happens. Can they go over 100? I don't know. 7500. All right, and let's see what happens. Okay. It's gonna be a fun month. It's gonna be a fun month, right? And this number, obviously, what you guys want to watch is the treasury bonds. Let's see what happens here in pre-market. Okay, I don't have it here. Right here is live. If the money starts coming out of these bonds, if they take out these lows, for example, one thing I'm gonna tell you guys: if these lows are taken out, for example, right, bonds start coming down more, the market is gonna go to 3500, 3400 very easily. All right, so watch UB if the outflows start coming from here. That means that the bond market still thinks that there's more inflation. All right, and in easy words. All right, so watch UB. But if UB maintains itself, it goes like this, whatever happens, right, then inflation has peaked, they believe in it, and then things will be fine, and then SPX eventually will mark a little bottom for some months, I think, and then we might see some upside. All right, or maybe a hold. But for now, obviously things don't look good. Let's see what happens. So this is what you guys want to follow right now, UB. All right, and let's look at some rates. What's happening? US 10-year. Ooh, wow. So this is looks like maybe a possibly an uptrend. All right, so let's see what happens here. If we can take out 310, 310 is the main that I'm looking here. We take out 310, this likely goes towards 330. All right, and then we see at 330 what happens. Does it take a new all-time new highs for now this year or not? All right, so 310 is a very important level if we can get above it. All right, and obviously if this goes up, TLT is likely going to see low of the year also if TNX continues going up, or US 10 years most likely. All right, and then along with this we see what DVC, the commodity indexes, are doing. See what if this loses more steam, then TLT will not be that affected, but if commodities also rise with the rates, then TLT will be more effective. All right, so I'm kind of going over a lot of things right now with you guys, these combinations. If it doesn't make sense, just watch this over, write them down. You will learn. The more you practice, the more you understand all these things, how those certain things correlate, and all this is for the current market situations. All right, after 6 months these correlations might not exist together. It might be completely separate in a different business cycle. All right, this is for current. And then the dollar is super strong, it just keeps going. And let's look at Euro USD. Ooh, this is not a good chart. And then obviously with this now is probably goes under $1. So let's look at the monthly chart on the Euro USD. What happens sometimes when the Forex, so when the trend starts, they're very strong. I have traded Forex in the beginning, that's how I started. But when the trends happen, they're very strong. All right, as you guys can see here, they're very strong. So how far does this one go? Do we go visit these levels, right, which are 83? So $1 equals 83 cents. Wow, if we get there, I might even convert some money into euros. Really, to be honest, right? Why not, right? Why not? And we're just trading at $1.60 in the last recession, but this time so this time is kind of the opposite. So let's see what happens here. USD, Japanese yen also wow, approaching a resistance soon near 144ish. but also strong. And so these things we've been covering for the past few weeks. Go ahead, do your research. We can only give you guys tips, explain as much as we can, but this is not something that we can cover in pre-market or post-market in 10 minutes. This requires a lot of reading, all right, and a lot of research with what's happening at an economic scale, all right. So and that's how me and LB are good with these things, because we put so much work into this. Right? We love what we do. That's the truth. And with this, I don't know what else to cover. Google, this is a monthly chart. Let's just see what the market does to it. Let's see what the market does to it, if they give us any initial bounces or not, or do they flush it, right? And I think it might be a trend day today to one side. So leading to downside, obviously, but the gap down is already huge. So let's see what happens. All right, so let's see what happens. And one thing that I can say, just open the daily charts on stocks and look at the 50 MAs. Just look at the 50 MAs and you guys will get the understanding of what's going to happen in the coming days, maybe. All right, so put the 50-day moving average on most stocks. That's what's in play right now. All right. And it's gonna be a fun day. It's gonna be a fun day. And Costco obviously hit this play 3 times. Even though I did not get too much support on this play from the group, and now it's trading at 484. I nailed 3 plays. This became my biggest play of the month. Right, this short that I gave you guys, this was a textbook short. When the volume goes down, let's learn something today. From Anna Cooling's book. When Bucky pointed this out, I read that book. Yes, I spent my time reading the book. When the volume starts declining, so here we had this huge volume surge right here in Costco, all right, this candle right here, and then the volume kept going down every day, all right, but they were still inflating the price of the stock. And on this day, this volume that came in, it was, obviously it's leading to the buy side, but this volume that came in, they handed out the shares, the funds to all the retailers or people that thought Costco was going to go up. They handed out their shares basically at a higher price than a lower price, all right. And now here it made a little copy pattern. I made my money on my 2 plays. My puts I'm still holding a big position. Costco is trading at 483, it says trading view, which are going to be up huge at the open. I'll probably take my profits, right? And let's see what happens. All right, so that was the story behind this short that I took, and I sent you guys the chart the same day I did take it.